Hi, welcome to the Blind Culinary Chef or Cook. Today we have a guest star named Bino. We're going to make his favorite macaroni and cheese. So this will be called Bino de el, macaroni and cheese de el Bino. First thing we do, we wash our hands. So we're going to show Bino how we wash our hands. I like to get my hands wet, put soap on it, and they say if you sing the birthday song, you get 20 seconds. So happy birthday to you. Or you can count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Backside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then go through your nails. Happy birthday to you. When's your birthday?
November 9th.
Oh, mine's June 25th. The day Michael Jackson and Farrah Fawcett died. And what I do is I put my hands in a downward motion so any dirt that's on my nails or anywhere can fall into the water and not on my hands to get in the food. Your turn. Very good. And you know, when you are at home cooking, what I like to do before I turn the stove on is to center my pot on the eye, because you don't want to burn yourself. And then we're going to take the lid off and let Bino fill it up with water before we turn it on. Here's your bowl, sir. You're welcome. So what grade are you?
Second.
Oh, wow. I taught second grade back in 2000. We are putting a whole pot of water in to a whole package of macaroni. So why do you like macaroni? Do you call it macaroni and cheese or cheese and macaroni?
Macaroni and cheese.
How do you like yours?
Just regular.
Oh, okay. And while he's doing that, I will take the salt and put a dash of salt in it. Uh-oh. Now I got to find the salt. There it is. I try to put it in the same spot. Remember, I put salt in my hand, and I sprinkle maybe 1, 2. Oh, I didn't put that much, so I guess I can do the whole thing. Then we'll turn it on. And we will wait for the water to boil. We will be back in a few. Okay, now the water is boiling for the macaroni and cheese. Bino, you want to put the macaroni in?
Yep.
We need to get a spoon so you can stir it in as you pour gradually. So let me get you a spoon. So here you go. Stir and pour, stir and pour. Ah, very good. You know what gradual means. Good job. Now let's let's put the spoon in this bowl. So whenever you need to stir, you can just take it out of here and stir. Now here's another thing you want to do. I'm gonna turn it down a little now that it's boiling and just let it cook. If you are blind or low vision, you want to turn your you want to feel the edge of your stove and know which eye you're cooking on, and you just turn it. So, Bino, what I do is I either put olive oil, vegetable oil, or a little butter in there, and that's to help it not stick. But sometimes if you have the water nice and hot and the right type of noodles, they won't stick out at all anyway. So what do you want to do?
Butter?
Butter?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me wash my hands because I touched my earphones. Anytime you touch anything that's not food related, you want to wash your hands, because especially with the COVID going on, you don't want anything to contaminate your food. Did you wash your hands before the pandemic at school, or?
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, I used to have my students come wash their hands before they ate, and also after they come from outside. You know, they play with the monkey bars, the seesaw, and all that kind of stuff. And I have to, okay, here, Bino, when look in the refrigerator and see if you see the butter. Because it's not mushy, I have to feel around. It was,
I see it. Right here.
let's see. Oops. Yep, you're right. Thank you. Here you are. I'll get you a spoon. And that's so that the noodles won't stick. Oh, here's a fork. Take that spoon and stir it around. And let me show you how I stir so that I teach the blind community. Oh, you've been watching the videos. You might remember. So, I find the pot. And then I start here at 12. Loosen up, go to 3. Go down here at 6. Go to 9. And stir it all around. You can even shake while you stir. Hey. Put a little Donna Summer music on, and do you know who Donna Summer is?
Yes.
Bad girls, hot stuff, dim all the lights, heaven knows, on the radio, she works hard for the money, and stamp your feet was her last hit before she passed. Alrighty.
Did you put the butter?
Huh? Alright, Carlos. Now that the noodles are ready, this is what I want you to do. You're gonna have to be careful. So I'm gonna show you once, and then you do it from there on out. And for those of you out in TV land that are visually impaired and blind, instead of picking up the hot pot and taking it to the sink, I get a plastic bowl. What? That's one of the drawbacks of being blind. So we take the colander strainer, and we'll take the bowl and dip it in. But we're not gonna go all the way down because of the hot water. And then we come over to the sink and just put it in the colander. There you go. Think you can handle that?
Yep.
All right. And let me know when you get down to towards the end,
Okay.
because it'll start getting a little harder to do. But you're doing an awesome job. Now make sure when you cook macaroni and cheese at home, you have someone supervising you.
Okay.
But you'll know how to make homemade macaroni and cheese. Are you getting down to the end?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will take what's left and you watch out so I can. Oh, wow, you did take a lot out. And I just watch out for my hand. I don't want third-degree burns. And then I run a little water on it to rinse it out. I'm rinsing off the starch. And you know what I want you to do now? I want you to get the butter out again.
There you go.
Okay. Let me see here. Where's the butter?
Right here.
Thank you, sir. Can you get maybe 3 eggs? Now, I'm from Mississippi, Carlos. You know where Mississippi is?
No.
It is on the East Coast. And because we, back in the day, had a lot of chickens that had eggs, and we'd have maybe a little blood in the egg. I cracked them in a bowl first. Now look, it doesn't matter for me because I'm blind. I usually get egg whites and the egg yolks from the store. But since I have you, I want you to crack the 3 eggs in here.
With the yolk?
With the yolk, yes sir. Good question. What kind of poisoning do we get from eggs if we're not careful? Salmonella. You can think of it, white meat as salmonella, and dark meat or beef, E. coli. So it's good that you throw the eggshells away instead of, some people put them on the counter and wait and do it all at once. And that's a bad idea. I'm gonna take this fork and beat the eggs. Now you can pour it in your macaroni.
In there.
Yep. And then I'll take that bowl. And see, I don't put this bowl in the dishwater without rinsing it first, so that it doesn't contaminate the water. And then, how about if you look in the refrigerator and get some almond milk out. So, did you know that cooking is can be considered interdisciplinary studies for you?
No.
You get to read and do math. So, let's see here.
Here's the milk.
Okay. How many braille dots are there? That feels, well, you tell me.
2 and 3.
2 and 3? So, what does that mean?
5.
Good answer. But look at it this way. It's a fraction. So 2 on top over 3. So it's 2/3. So you want to pour 2/3 cup of milk into our macaroni. Did you pour it in yet?
Nope.
Nope. Very good. Okay. And we're going to stir it all around. And now you know what I want you to do?
What?
I want you to take this can of cheddar cheese and empty it in here.
Okay.
That's my secret ingredient. I have 2 of them. You didn't know your mother went through all this to make macaroni and cheese, huh?
Nope.
Yeah, all you know is to eat it. So now you can appreciate how long it takes her to cook to make it taste so good. All I get is a Eh. Is it coming out or do you need a spoon?
No, it's coming out.
Okay, good.
What do you want me to do with the fork?
I'll give it to me, please.
There you go.
Thank you.
There.
And let's. Ooh. I can tell it's gonna be good already. What do you think, Auntie?
It's gonna be delicious.
Now, inside the refrigerator is a big bag of cheese. Could you get that for us?
You see the big bag of cheese?
You need me to get it? I think I remember what shelf I put it on.
Found it.
Okay. Oh, that should be a bigger bag than this.
Oh.
Thank you. Yeah. So, we're gonna cut this open. Now, while you're over there,
Yeah.
go ahead and get one of the smoked Gouda cheese out,
Okay.
please. Thank you. So, now this is what I want you to do. I want you to take some of the cheese and put it in like this. And then stir it around.
Okay.
So you stir that around and then get some more and do the same. And leave just a tad of cheese for the top.
Okay.
Auntie, you see any?
Okay, I see your paper.
There is paper?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just on the side of it?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, I was gonna have you shred this, but I guess we can just break it apart. Because we don't need that much Gouda. We just want it to be a hint, because Gouda will take over.
Mm-hmm.
Just like cilantro.
Mm.
But it gives it such a good taste when it's just a hint of it. How's it looking?
Yeah. And see, how does it look?
Very delicious.
So we're gonna take the shredder and just shred, shred, shred. May I see the fork? Let's
Yes.
see how it's
Okay.
okay. Ooh.
I want to know how does it look.
Huh? So you know what I want you to do now?
What?
That spoon that we stirred in,
Yeah.
I want you to use the big serving spoon, and you're going to put it in this casserole dish right after I take butter. You see what I did with the paper towels?
To the right.
Over here.
To the right.
There you go.
Thank you. So, when you're cooking for others, you don't necessarily want your hands in everything, so you get paper towel, and then you go here around all the sides. And this is again so the macaroni won't stick to the casserole dish.
Hmm.
And you just play around with it, just go all over, grease it up real good. So now I want you to take the pan and pour the macaroni in there.
Okay. With the big
Please.
spoon?
Yes, sir. Now if you need to do it with the big spoon a little at a time, you can do that, or you can pick it up. You want me to pick it up and hold it?
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Big Boy.
I'm doing it by spoon.
Okay. Or do you want the bowl we had? Do it that way, so. Or is that working for you?
This way is working too.
Okay. Very good. Then I'll start straightening up a little. You know, our motto is clean as you go. Sorry. So what are you learning in school right now?
Math and just math.
Ah. Have you learned your linking verbs or auxiliary verbs?
Not yet.
Not yet. I'm going to teach you 23 of them. All 23.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
They're called the verb to be. Is, am, are. So you repeat after me. Is, am, are.
Is, am, are.
Was, were, be.
Was, were, be.
So is, am, are, was, were, be. Being, been, do.
Being, been, do.
Does, did, have.
Does, did, have.
Had, shall.
Had, shall.
Would, could.
Would, could.
May, might.
May, might.
There you go. So whenever there's no action verb in a sentence, those are your verbs.
Okay.
Is, am, are, was, were, be, being, been, do, does, did, have, has, had, shall, will, should, would, may, might, must, can, could. Another time we'll teach you the 67 prepositional phrases,
Okay.
and you can never end a sentence or a question with a preposition. And the easiest thing about prepositions is they are opposites. Like if you have above, below, in, out, up, down, before, after. So those are our prepositions. So instead of saying, where are you at? And you know, people say at the end of that preposition, because that's incorrect speech, say, where are you?
Okay.
What do you like with your macaroni?
Nothing really.
What? No barbecue, no corn on the cob, no collard greens and cornbread, no pasoli.
No, you're talking about auntie stuff.
Well, I appreciate you coming to cook with me. The macaroni and cheese DL Bino.
A man, a few words.
Okay. He said he's concentrating. Now, the only thing is for you the people out there in YouTube land is I really don't know how long it takes to cook my macaroni and cheese. I just know when it's ready. It has a firm but soft feel texture to it when I touch it with the fork. And when the cheese is melted at the top, I like the shredded cheese to be melted in. And because it has egg and milk in it, I at least let it cook for 30 minutes to 45 before I turn it over once and stir it up, and then we put a coating of cheese on top. Then when that cheese melted, then it's good. So I guess we could say 45 minutes to an hour, depending on. Now I bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. But these squiggly macaroni doesn't seem to need to cook that long. So you might want to check it in 30 minutes and then put the other cheese on it and have it in 10 minutes. So maybe 45 minutes is all it'll need. And I don't put that much salt in it because the cheese is salty. So these days we have to watch our salt intake. Anything you want to say out there to people that are watching, Bino?
No.
No?
It's a never-ending pot of macaroni and cheese.
I know, huh? Are we running out of space and need another,
No, that's the last scoop. We do one more scoop and then it's done.
Oh, okay. And it all fit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
And there, it is done.
So, let me see here. Where's the spoon?
Right here.
Thank you. And we're just going to make sure it's evenly spread. Oh, you did a great job. What kind of grades you get in school, my friend?
The teacher hasn't told us yet.
What did you get before the COVID? A's and B's?
I think so.
Oh, very good. I can tell. So we're going to stick this in the oven, set our timer. And come back in how many minutes?
45, I think.
First 30, and then we're going to add 15 more minutes when we put the second set of cheese on. So it's 4 o'clock, so at 4:30 we'll come back. Okay, so now that we got it out of the oven, we're gonna stir it around and fold it over, because we're gonna put one more coat of cheese. So you wanna like come around the edges and put it in the center, then smooth it back out. There you go, Bino. And I will get your cheese ready again. How is it looking?
Good.
That is good. Did you tell your family you were going to be cooking macaroni and cheese?
Yeah.
Are they waiting to taste it?
Yeah.
Good. And you make sure you call me and tell me how they liked it.
Okay.
And one thing all people should remember, always close the cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
Not just blind people, but everyone.
Does that look good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then now we're gonna put our topping on it. Let it bake for 15 minutes and we are done. I'm just gonna shred the last of this smoked Gouda cheese. So recap, we have macaroni, milk, 3 eggs. How much milk?
2 2/3. 2/3. Say it.
2/3.
2/3, you're right. And then, like 2 or 3 spoonful or forkful of butter. So, you want to do this part or you want me to do it?
You.
Oh. I just sprinkle it and I go all the way to the end and to the side. Remember, smoked Gouda is my secret. And then
No,
we
don't
got
put it in there.
cheddar cheese that we stick on here. And let all that melt together. And I kind of let my fingernails, since I can't see, hit the rim of the casserole dish so I can try to get it all on the macaroni and cheese and not on the floor. I'm good at that too. And now, did I cover it all?
Yeah.
Don't be nice and just say yeah.
You did.
I did? Okay. So, where did I put the towel?
Right to your right. There you go.
Okay. I'm gonna open the oven door. If you don't think you can, you don't have to.
Okay.
It is open. Okay. And then I take the macaroni and cheese and I put it in. And then we'll set the alarm for 15 more minutes and we shall be done.
Okay.
Alrighty. Let's see what our final project looks like. Let me know when the door is open, Vino.
It is open.
It is open. So, as blind people, we touch the top with our towel or thing and then feel for that first rack, pull it out. Take it out, put it over here on the wooden board. You can close the door. Ooh, good job. Alrighty. So now we just let it cool and then we can dig in.
All right.
That is how we make macaroni and cheese DL Bino. Oh, and here on the oven, I meant to show people, depending on what state or city you live in, like in the city of San Diego, the gas light company come out and put what we call bump dots. You can do them yourself as well, or you can call your local Braille Institute, Center for the Blind, or Blind Community Center, or whatever your city names the place for the blind, and see how you can get Braille dots or bump dots and put on your oven to know this one turns it on, this does the temperature, and this button turns it off. So thank you for tuning in to Blind Culinary Cook. Bon appetit.